Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ozzy Drives. Today I'm presenting this beautiful Ford Focus RS, which is a car with a lot of heritage, rally sport gears, and probably one of the greatest hatchbacks you could buy today. But before we start, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let's begin. Let's just have a look at the design of this thing. I mean, it looks absolutely phenomenal. In my opinion, this is how a heritage model should look like. Look at that, aggressive front. Openings, black and green combined together, beautiful styled headlights, and then even two openings here to cool the engine some more. That is phenomenal. When you then come to the side, have a look at that. Come on, look at those wheel arches. This is literally a rally car exposed here to the outside. Wide front tires because this is a front wheel drive car. And when we go to the side, we have some side skirts, some nice rally style side skirts, even extended wheel arches in the back. And let's have a look at that massive rear end. I mean, come on, look at that. Those are actual functional diffusers. We have openings here to press the car in the rear a little bit more down to make it more stable while driving fast. Two fast fat exhaust pipes. Look at that, left and right. It looks very cool. Then we have this big spoiler here, also for more downforce in the rear. The rear is very light, no weight at the rear obviously because it's a front wheel drive car and the engine is mounted in the front. Talking about the engine, there is a big surprise. Let's meet at the front. Obviously we have to pop the hood to show you what the engine is all about, but this time a little bit in a weird style because we have to go to the Ford logo. You have to put the key in here, turn left, turn right, and then the hood should open. I don't know if this is the most genius thing or the dumbest thing they have ever done, but the engine is certainly one of the greatest decisions ever. This is a 2.5 liter 5-cylinder engine from Volvo. You would find this engine in the S60, for example, with a little bit less power. They took it, they tuned it, now it has 305 horsepower and 440 newton meters of torque. Beware, you youngsters, this car uses a lot of fuel. I can tell you from experience, you're looking at 11-12 liters with normal drive, but you'll get the following for it. Have a listen. Welcome to the interior of the Ford Focus RS Mark II. This car obviously is a little bit older. It's from 2009 and I feel like the interior was outdated even back then. However, there are some fancy things that I absolutely love. For example, the Recaro seats, which was specially designed for the Ford Focus RS. We have a beautiful 6-speed manual gearbox here. We have the start button here and it says power. And obviously we have a manual handbrake. Very, very cool. From the driver's side, the only thing you're concerned about is actually what the car is doing. So you're getting those dials here. On the left side, you have this gauge that is showing you the oil temperature. You have the turbo boost, how much boost you're actually putting into the car. Funny if you tune it, obviously. And then how much oil pressure the car is producing. Infotainment system wise, you're not getting a lot. I mean, have a look at that. This is outdated even for back in the day. You have a beautiful gear shifter though, which I absolutely like, and this fancy carbon fiber style here that is cool. Driving modes, none. You only have the ESP off right here, and that's it. That's the only thing you need. All right, friends, we're taking the Ford Focus RS for a drive. How is it on the first meters? Actually, I'm very surprised of how smooth the engine runs. It's a very smooth engine. This 5-cylinder feels powerful, even in low RPM ranges. I mean, when I press the throttle in 5th gear at 50, it feels quite powerful. It pulls. The turbo boost comes right after 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs. You can really tell it starts to build up, and then you have a very nice get off, right? Or a takeoff, I should say. But other than that, suspension is very firm. I have been driving on the Autobahn a little bit before, and now we're going to a mountain bit to check a little bit of the cornering out. So on the first meters it feels nice, but it's on the firmer side. Now what I love is the engine, really, the response, the way it handles, the way it builds up the revs. You know, those 305 horsepower feel much more powerful than with other cars, and this is what I love with those special models. They really made them special. I don't know, but I think like 2005 to 2012 was just auto 2005 to 2012 was just automotive industry peaking out. Special models of every car. Ford Focus RS, Beetle RS, for example. We saw them before at their garage. Clio RS, right? They put a mid-engine in there. I mean, you know, they dared to do something different in that times. And it's the same thing with the Ford Focus RS. I mean, here's second gear, right? 5-cylinder. It's a nice pull. It's really a nice pull. Third gear, 2000 RPMs when I step on the front now. Very cool sound. And the interesting thing is this has obviously a very firm suspension. And it has a limited slip differential at the front. So when you go into the corner, when you start accelerating, you will feel the limited slip working for you and helping you get out of the corner. I remember in 2009 when I saw this car, it had no haters. No haters. Everybody just loved it. Everybody accepted the fact that this is a phenomenal car that they built. They were planning to build like, I think it was like 5,000 pieces and ended up building 11,000 of them. You know, they went into, we are only going to build 4,100, I guess, and ended up building 11,000. So that's really crazy. That's really crazy. And for that money, for 20 to 25,000, you get a very good car with a lot of power. And now we're coming to a corner bit. Can't wait to show you what I mean. ESP off, just one press, bam, and then feel free to accelerate a little bit. Look at that. Okay. That's just very nice. Only thing that I don't like is you can't really heel and toe this. But the pull, wow! Let's just stop here quickly. I have to accelerate one time, just full window open. Let's see. Let it roll and bam. Beautiful! There's a little tunnel coming. Very cool. Second gear. And listen to that. Wow! It goes so good around corners. Literally so good. 8 minutes and 20 on the Nürburgring when this came out with very terrible tire technology, right? 2009. Imagine putting some Michelin Pilot Sport Cup 2 tires on this and going on the Nürburgring. I bet it could go 10 seconds faster. What a lovely thing to drive. It really goes beautiful in the corner, and when you accelerate, it's not like this, you know, it doesn't give you marks like really front wheel drive would do normally. It really pushes the car on the ground and grips because of the limited slip differential. Brilliant car to drive. Brilliant if you want to learn how to drive fast properly. What a nice thing this is. I really do like it. I will tell you instantly, this is one of the best hot hatches I have ever driven. I prefer this above a lot of things that I've driven up until now. Really, it's so nice to drive. It really is nice to drive. It doesn't have all-wheel drive, obviously, but it's still a very cool experience to really push this. I mean, listen to that. Come on. Imagine stage 1, down pipes, straight pipe. It feels nice. It's a very nice car to drive. Come on! This is so much more fun than the latest cars, I'm telling you. Second gear. It's lovely. It's a lovely thing to drive. It's crazy how good this thing is. I really mean it. It's so lovely to drive. I totally forgot about it. The last time I drove it was like 12 years ago or something, right? Crazy good car. Yeah, I mean, that's as far as we can take it. absolutely love this thing. I think it's one of the greatest cars you could buy as a youngster. One of the best experience you can ever have. With that said, it was one of the greatest cars I have driven this year so far, and even in my lifetime. I really love the Ford Focus RS. Make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe, check out our other stuff. Thank you very much for watching. God bless you, and see you on the next one. Goodbye.